Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! I again don't really know what to talk about today. Something for ramblers. Surprise, it's a rug! I wrote a short story about a flying carpet recently and bought this in a moment of literary impulse. With my biggest vice. No, the rug can't fly, but it can become the backbone of a great home decor. I do wish it could fly. That would be neat. Save a lot on air travel fees and such, but... It's a yellow small round mat. Neat. So, primary purpose of this section is just gonna be checking turnip prices, because, you know, I don't have the most amount of time. So, I mean, if the turnip prices are good, then this will be all of today, but I need to come to the Nooklings before really anything else anyway, because my inventory has got stuff in it, so even if turnip prices are good, I still need to sell things before I could do that. Also, I've been awake for, like, a long time. My voice has not woken up yet. It just does this from time to time. Where, like, I've been awake since around 9? Admittedly, I was laying in bed until, like, 10:30. But, still, I've been awake since, like, 9. Alright, let's turn prices, boys. 58. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm losing money this week. I got hopeful. That ain't a great sign. I mean, the price could still go back up. It is only Wednesday. The price could go back up. Like, there's still, you know, there's more of the week left than what we've been through. So, at least the Animal Crossing week. So, for a lot of people, this is the midpoint of the week. Even though, like, if you count the week starting at Monday, the midpoint would actually be Thursday. But, you know, who am I to tell people when the midpoint of their week is? I don't tend to... If I didn't do these videos, I would never know what day of the week it is. Ever. Pick up the stone. Like... I would never know. Because I'm never, like... I don't have a reason to care anymore. You know... Back, even like when I was working, like the day of the week didn't matter, you know. A surprise for you, Steven. Boom, Prizzy. Aww. A bathroom towel rack. It's just for my bestie, and that's you. Super fat, right? Hope you think so too. Do I have anything I can give her? I could give her the dolly. She'd probably love that. You're getting the dolly. Wait, for realsies? A dolly? Thank you, I've had my eye on this for a while. I'm so gonna show this off in my house as soon as I figure out where to put it. Here, I'll trade you. The lunch service... No, I don't need... You just gave me a thing! I'm returning the gift like I'm giving it... Grr. Gosh, if I had a friend like that, they and I would just never stop giving each other things, because, like... at this moment, like, anytime an animal gives me something, I'm like, I need to give you something now. Even though I don't most of the time, because I usually don't have anything to give them. But, like, in real life, I'm the same way. Like, if someone gives me something, I'm like, no, I need to get you something now. So, like, you know... Black bass. I was kind of hoping that might be something different, but it's fine. Just need to get it moved out of the shovel spot and go buy a new shovel. yeah. I've been slowly making my way through my, like, yearly playthrough of Star Ocean 2, which has been nice. Which also taught me that, like, I don't think I've played through Second Story R and had a party that did not have Welch in it. So I'm actively doing everything I can to just not have Welch this time. Like... because, like... I like Welch, and her ultimate weapon is just silly. The gutsy handy stick is just silly. Like, it easily is probably the best weapon in the game. The main issue is, depending on how you've set up your party, like, you may not have a good male character to pair with her to get, you know, even just the one male benefit. Because for those who don't play Star Ocean, Welch is basically a dimension-hopping, time-traveling goddess who's looking for the perfect man. So obviously her ultimate weapon gains benefit the more men are in the active battle party with her. Good morning. I'm just hoping it'll be a good day, Squeak. Chat with me. Glad you're never too busy to check in with me, Rambler. Aww. So, like, at one at one male in the party, the Gutsy Handy Stick loses the ability to miss, which is amazing. It basically turns this a lot more powerful than a Marvel Sword into a Marvel Sword. But, like, the main problem is, like, a lot of the male characters are not really the ones you'll want in your active battle party. Like, which is a decent trade-off from the older games, where, like, it was quite the sausage party going on. Like, because, like, old best party was Opera as your healer, though really any of the healers worked. They all worked basically about as well. Opera just skipped spell animations, basically, because her healing spell isn't a spell, it's a skill. So she can just spam it, and it's a lot faster. So, like, she effectively still has a cast time, because, like, the animation of Healing Star. But... so you get that. Then it was Claude, Bowman, and, crap, who was the... usually people would go with Diaz for the third. If you could bring him along, like, Ashton is more or less on par with Diaz in the older games. It's just you can't have Opera and Ashton at the same time. Because basically, like, the running theory was always, oh, well, Ernest and Ashton share a voice actor. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, in one of the translations they do. The main reason why you can't have both is they both use the same dungeon for their quest to recruit them. So, I mean, technically you can recruit Ashton without doing his quests, but that gets into a bit of spoiler territory, but you recruit Ashton, then you do his quest, then he, quote-unquote, permanently joins you, even though he's technically already joined you. Dear mysterious stranger, a weird DIY TV show I watched at 2 a.m. told me to make this, so I did. Here's the recipe. Cook kept it for just me, but I like sharing fun stuff. Be careful when you YDI. That's a joke. Captain Sasha T. Crafton. It's an orange dress. I already know how to make an orange dress. DIY TV shows are telling people to make orange dresses now, I guess. Okay. I could see it. But, like, these days, like, at least in my opinion, the most optimal party still uses Opera as a healer. But you can also replace Opera outright with just having a healer in your action. I forget what it's called. The D-pad buttons. It's basically an extra set of 4 characters that you can use a singular skill from. Assault Party, that's what it's called. Yeah, I could get on with this. But like, so you can get away with just a healer in there. But basically, Opera as healer, Pressus as one of your main damage, Welch as another, and Chisato as the last one. Visit your favorite hedgehog shop. I'm gonna talk with her again because I didn't really read her. Hey, we made it to Wednesday, halfway through the week. Let's figure that if you can get to Wednesday, the rest of the week is easy. It's like sewing downhill. So like, you could also replace Chisato with like Celine, of which, wild as a Star Ocean fan, that, at least Star Ocean, you know, the older Star Oceans, that a mage would be even in contention for best damage, but Celine is really up there now, thanks to the rebalances of magic. Like, early game, she'll suffer a little bit, and if you're absolutely min-maxing, she will fall behind for a while. But she catches up. And then she surpasses pretty quickly. Good morning, Hammy. Getting an early start? Let's talk. Don't forget to cool down after a workout. Don't want to overheat. Plus it helps build even more muscle. You know, I could actually talk about working out a bit. I'm going to talk with Naomi first. These fish are quite frustrating, but the more I fail to catch anything, the more determined I become. That is very fair, Naomi. Right, we haven't talked to Simon. So, like, a lot of the exercises I do, like squats, jumping jacks, I've started trying to do some push-ups in there, too. Sit-ups. Lifting the dumbbell, which I believe I may mention, I basically graduated up to 15 pounds. So, off topic of what I was already going to talk about, this 15 pounds feels significantly heavier than probably just getting a better, like a bigger weight in the style I've been using. Steven Zook, thanks for coming by. Always cool to see you. Let's chat. Hey Steven. Hey. Look at my face. Get a little close. Get all up in there. See it? It's right there. See that teeny tiny mark? It's a scar. It's making grilled cheese. Saw a monster. I yelled and grabbed the wrong thing, and then ouchie. Promise me you'll always be super duper careful when you're cooking, because stuff can get real hot. Like, even if there is a monster and your grilled cheese smells so good, even then, watch what you're doing. Man, there's nothing worse than eating cold grilled cheese because you weren't careful enough. Yeah, always be careful when you're cooking. So, like, I think I have it close. Yeah, I have it kind of close. Actually, I don't even know if I can reach it like this. Adventure time! So, like, this is the weight I have been using. So a good amount of the weight is in the handle. It's also in the sides, but a good amount of it's in the handle itself. Which means this is probably closer to effectively like 7 pounds maybe of like difficult weightlifting, because like, you know, all of the weight is kind of evenly distributed, or at least more evenly distributed. I borrowed some weights from my older sister. This ain't as evenly distributed. And this is 5'5", 2.5, 2.5. I can go up to like 25, I believe it is. With this. So it feels a lot heavier. And, like, it is definitely harder to work because of that. But at the same time, it's not terribly difficult either. So, you know, progress has been made. I need to work my left arm. My left arm's already weaker than my right. Which I'll never understand. I apologize for that little interlude. It's just something I find rather interesting. Physics, basically. I might just work my left arm more later as well. But yeah, it is rather nice. And I know anyone watching this who knows a lot about like weightlifting and stuff would probably look at that and tell me my form's bad or something, and I'm no like weightlifter. I don't know this stuff very well. Like, you know, I'd love to know more, but at the same time, like, it's one of those things where I don't overly see the point in knowing more, where I have very limited equipment. Like, I basically have a yoga mat and a pair of weights, you know. I suppose that does mean I should be endeavoring to get the most out of the limited equipment I've got. But, you know, Diva's home. We're gonna go see Diva. I kind of want to go catch that birdwing, but seeing Diva is more important than like 5,000 bells. Seeing Diva is more important than like 3 million bells. Diva! Quick, take the load off. Let's stop. I had this weird dream about fossils last night. Guess it had to do with all the digging you did yesterday. So there was this dinosaur stressing out about a mortgage it couldn't pay off in a million years, Queen. Then this other dinosaur came over and started talking about a dream it had about old rocks. It gets hazy after that. But for some reason I think the rest was just two dinosaurs scrapbooking. I don't know. Dreams are weird. They definitely can be. Like, I can't deny that one. I would prefer them over nightmares, though. I think just what everybody would, but like, me especially, I feel. Where's this final fossil? I've been everywhere. Have I just missed a fossil somewhere? So hey, Leaf, I'll check in with you later, my man. If I remember. Wait, I haven't been, like, in front of Caroline's house. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, it's kind of wild to me how quickly I'm rebuilding muscle. And I say rebuilding because, like, when I was younger, I was not exactly weak, you know? Because I basically spent a lot of my time more or less self-practicing HEMA, where basically I would read online of various techniques and such, and then I would just simply go and practice them until I felt I had a good grasp on how to do it. Right, I need to go identify stuff first. Sorry, boys, I'll be right back. So, like, you know, I do a lot of basically like footwork, thrust practice, because I preferred spears, so thrusting, parrying, no one to practice with, so like my parrying probably was not very good, but I had the gist of it down. Still do, really. And like, after a while I was like, you know, I really want to start like getting stronger. And like, I could already tell, like, I was toning muscles by doing that. So, basically one day while I was out for a walk along an old trail I used to walk on to get into town, on my way back, I saw effectively what could best be described as basically just a fallen tree that was pretty big around. Like, it was about as big around as, like, I'm trying to think of a good, now, basically it was about as big around as I was at that point. It was pretty big. Like, and well, no, it wasn't quite that big. That was the one I tried to grab and couldn't, like, I could move it, I could lift it, I just couldn't get it far enough to get it home. I found another one that was, it was probably about like 10, 11 inches around in diameter at its, thickest. Like, it was pretty big around. I could lift that one, I can carry it. So I carried that home. And I basically, from that point, started trying to use that, because it was long enough for practicing a lot of, like, the spear techniques. And I got to the point where I was still sluggish doing it, but I could do a lot of them with it. And that was also with weird grips on it as well, because, like, it's not like I can wrap my hand completely around that. It's big around. That was pretty nice. Like, I kind of miss that thing, because that was probably a pretty nice way of just simply, like, not only, like, in a way weight training, but weight training in a way that was using a lot more of my muscles. Because, like, with just the weight, I mean, there's definitely things I can do to use more muscles. Like, you can basically do the regular rep, you can do out, you can, there's things you can do, but you're not doing all of that at the same time, The issue, I would say, with what I was doing was just simply, like, you're natively going to want to use your dominant hand for more, like, dexterous things. Which is probably where my right arm really started to get stronger than my left. Because the dexterous bit of aiming the thing or maneuvering it does not take as much strength as the heft of moving it around. So, There we go. Go pay off a bit of my home loan as well. Got a bunch of storage upgrades I can do, so. Yeah, let's go pay off a bit of home loan, and then I think I'll end this segment and be back in the afternoon just to see, like, what's going on in the afternoon. But yeah, I really want to, like, get back into, like, that kind of shape. Because even back then, I was overweight, but I was strong overweight. And I mean, I'm still kind of strong, but, like, I'm not as strong as I was back then. And I know it. I can feel it. My legs are stronger, but, like, my upper body's weaker, so. I could still, like, if I had to, I can probably still lift probably around, like, probably around 120, 140-ish pounds. So, I've still got that going for me, but. 69. Nice. I'm the 5 there. Nah. Yeah, what's in here? Well, what do we got? Probably a lot of cardboard boxes, yeah. I think we do got a synthesizer. I like to synthesize. Got a paper lantern, I'll take that too. I'll take these. Clear that out a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to meet you guys back here later today for the afternoon segment, and we'll get to see basically what my turnip prices are like. And I'm back. And I'm already starting to feel a little sore. I might have ended up basically exercising my butt off today. So that's fun. I need to put things away. Jeez. Don't ask how the Civic Center leads directly outside of my house, but the going into my house leads directly into my house. It's Nook magic. It's just how it works. But, yeah. Basically, during my stream, yesterday for you guys, today for me, I had multiple instances of having to wait a really long time for dungeon queues to pop. So I decided, I'll just grab my weights. I'll start doing some reps while I'm waiting. And I'd already done a few earlier today, just on video here. So, yeah, my arms are a little sore. Because I still did my regular exercise too, so, you know. I'm legitimately feeling like just fishing again. Like, I know CJ was yesterday, and I already fished yesterday, but... Leaf, you are adorable. I should see what Leaf has. Isn't this the most perfect day to shop for flowers and shrubs too? If you're so lucky, because today I'm selling the beloved azalea. This time of year is when it looks its very best, so plant a little friend soon while it's in season. I'd be happy to know what I can do for you today. Here's a shop. Oh yes, I'd love to introduce you to all the little seeds and starts I've got with me today. Pumpkins! This is what I've been waiting for. I'm gonna have a bunch of pumpkins. I think I'm gonna buy 20. And I'm gonna plant them over on the side of the island by Simon's house. I just don't know exactly how I'm gonna lay them out yet. But I'm gonna buy 20. Because, you know, as Leaf mentioned, they come in 4 colors. So, having 20 of them maximizes our chance of getting more than just a singular color. Because we're not going to know until they've been planted what we're going to get. Oh, take 5, take 5s. Okay. Now, I don't think I've talked with Sereno yet today, have I? Hey there, Rambler. I was hoping I'd see you. One chat. After a walk, I like to throw back a nice sarsaparilla squeak. Let's get one together sometime. A sunlight sarsaparilla? I do enjoy me a good sunlight sarsaparilla. Pretty good health recovery. Oh, that's the glowy spot. Yeah, I have also... I shouldn't have, but I bought myself another new game. I haven't played it yet, but I did download it, and I'm gonna play it after I'm done recording here. Of Salt 2. I actually need to quickly get that added into one of my categories on Steam. There we go. It's an A games. Because it's an A game. Maybe. I don't know. That's more or less just where I throw everything. Okay, so I need to think of the fencing for Simon's house. So it would really help if I did that. Wait, no, I can remove that tree there. I'm gonna fruit it up. I'm gonna get a little fruity with it and just move it that way. That way I can... Okay, I did this. Actually, I think I'm gonna move both of these trees down here. That way I can do the pumpkins, like, right down along here. So I'm gonna need to check this one, too. Just a stick. Okay. Let's eat a couple pears. Eat a pair of pears. Pair of pears has been eaten. Now let's, just dig up that tree. This will always be silly to me, but, you know, it's fine. I'm gonna just move the trees, like, just up here. Bam. And this one can go, like, right here. Oh, I can't put it right there. What about, like... What about, like, right... Can I put it on the beach? No. Wait, let's see. Put it right there. It's gonna make right over here even more of a nightmare, but it's fine. Salt 2 is basically like, from what I've read about it, basically pirate game, and I like me some pirate games. It's not as heavy on boat combat, but that's fine. They don't need to always be heavy on the boat combat. Okay, do I just do 2 rows of 10? Whoops. Because I could do... that. I think if I'm going to do that, I want to have it down 1 more. That way it's just a little further away from Simon's house. Gonna have a nice big pumpkin patch over here. He's gonna love it, and you know it. Simon's gonna love this. Like, he's gonna have a lot of pumpkins just growing right on his doorstep, basically. Like, he is gonna love this. That is not where I wanted that to go. Gosh darn it. I think that means that one is an orange one. I think where I'm standing... yes. Wait. I did 25. Whoops. Well, that's fine. I can just get rid of this line. Because 4 5s is 20. I am smart. At least I realized it before I kept planting. Oh, jeez. I'm a little tired. Just a little. To be fair, I slept like 5 hours after only sleeping like 6 yesterday. I am a bit sleep deprived. This is just gonna happen. Okay, I do fully plan on playing Salt 2 after this. I've never played the original Salt. Assuming there is one, it might just be dubbed Salt 2. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how this stuff works. It just looked interesting, so I want to try it. And it was on sale, so. There's also a streamer I've been watching a lot lately of the 8-Bit Drummer, who I'd highly recommend to anyone watching this. Like, it's just a fun time. Man, did he have a not great thing happen yesterday for you guys, today for me and him. So, someone popped into his chat who's a regular high donator. Like, they tend to donate a lot. And basically, they had made mention yesterday, well, 2 days ago, for you guys. I'm just going to talk as if it's you guys. They mentioned 2 days ago that, you know, they just had a project, pay out big, and they were basically sharing the love. So they put a lot of donations in yesterday. Well, not yesterday, 2 days ago. Yeah. So then, yesterday, they continue that. A lot of donations. Then, like, about, like, 40-ish minutes before the stream ends, they send a message through going, so hey, I got hacked. All of my donations today I didn't actually mean to do. And it's like, huh? So, like, there's a chance they actually got hacked, or there's a chance that they just had basically some post-purchase depression going on. And, yeah. Because they did donate a lot of money. But, at the same time, like, that is almost unbelievable that someone would hack their account and spend their money donating to a random Twitch streamer. Like, which is where I'm always a little, like, worried about any, like, donations I get in any capacity, because it's like, I don't ever know if someone's gonna have some PPD and make up some story as for why they need to now refund what they've done. And if they wait long enough, like, that could be crippling. I've seen small creators talk about how, like, they had someone donate, like, $200-300, and then, you know, the donation went through, it stuck for a couple weeks, they needed the money, they spent that money, and then the person did a chargeback. So then they suddenly owed their bank a few $100s, and that basically led to them not being able to afford, like, bills for the month. And it's like, ugh. I think I'm honestly gonna have, like, a bit of a rule when it comes to, like, any amount of money I get through, like, streaming, because, you know, if any of y'all do ever want to support me in any way, I am a Twitch affiliate. You can buy subs. You can send bits. I would never recommend it because it's kind of a rip-off, but, you know. You can do that. My Twitch is there, and I would appreciate anything. But I'm definitely going to have a thing of, that money's going to sit around for, like, at least a month before I touch it. You know, I might actually go, like, a full 60 days before I touch anything. Just to be safe. Because, I mean, if I still have the money, then if a chargeback happens, that's fine. But, yeah. It's just weird. But, like, the thing that makes it almost believable is I've seen this guy around a lot. So, like, and they usually donate a fair bit. So it's like, okay, were they actually hacked? But, like, why would... I don't understand. I do not understand the situation. So it's like, one would think, like, okay, I'm gonna put myself in the mind of a hacker hacking into someone who I know is loaded's Twitch account with the intention of stealing money. Did Serena want something? He did. Hey, man. Hey, I need to ask you something. You hear me out? Something I want to give to Pinky. Alright, I can do it for you. It's my helper for always helping me out. I'm too nervous for some reason. Yeah, I can deliver it. Oh, really? Be a big old help. I'm gonna leave it to you, Rambler. It's already late, so I don't mind if you just get it to her tomorrow. I can do it tonight, probably. Assuming she's home. I need to actually move that because it's now in the place of my fishing rod, but... like, putting myself in the mind of this hacker. You know what I would probably do? Especially if I was gonna go through, like, being a hacker like that. I think I would put in the effort to getting a Twitch affiliate account, and I would buy support for myself. That way, you know, I'm getting something out of it. Like, or, you know, buy that support for somebody I know that can then give me the money or a cut of the money. You know, hey, my fabulous bestie. So Fab, you're here. Wow. Delivery! Hey, what's up? Cilantro sends this to you. What? Serrano got this for me? No way. What's this? Okay, I'm gonna open it. Oh my gosh, I'm legit freaking out right now. I can't believe it's some full body tights. Love this style. Total pop star. Yeah, sure. Try it on. I will look away. Because I'm assuming that's what she's asking me to do. Alright. Looks better than the one she just had on, so... Love to have seen Serrano buying these clothes. That guy hates shopping. Thanks for bringing it to me. As a reward, I get you a stand mixer. Oh man, I can be a JoJo and mix some stands together. I don't know if that... I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't even entirely know what a stand is. in JoJo. I've never watched JoJo. I know nothing about it. Now I'm gonna need to move that, because now that's in my fishing rod spot. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. And I mean, like, I suppose if you were to do that, and then the person does a lot of chargebacks, like, whatever you have that connected to is gonna be kind of screwed, but, like, you could connect your Twitch to a PayPal, and then just, you know, ignore that PayPal for the rest of time. You know, take the money out, then remove your bank details from it, or use like a burner bank account, or just like use the PayPal to buy gift cards, and then basically take those gift cards and basically exchange them with people for actual money. And like that's effectively how scammers work. Like that's why they get you to buy gift cards, is it basically makes it untraceable past that point. So, you know, you buy all the gift cards and then you've basically hidden the transactions in a way. Like, so like, I don't get it. And the general theory was this is someone regretting their purchase, you know. They spent too much money and then, whoopsie, I need to refund a lot of stuff. Especially because they were still active in chat the whole time. So, like, I don't get it. I'm gonna ramble about something else now, though. I got plenty to ramble about. I have been playing Aaron Shore, which I'm gonna be real, and I should really do like something on Aaron Shore to give feedback about Aaron Shore. The controls are clunky. They are a lot clunkier than I was expecting them to be. And I can probably rebind them. But, like, I probably can't double bind some things, which is the problem. Because, like, okay, you target an enemy by left-clicking on it. And then to begin auto-attacking it, you must press Q. I imagine at higher levels, where you're probably going to be using skills and spells for basically everything you're doing, that doesn't matter. At lower levels, that's really annoying to have to do. And I really wish that you could just right-click on an enemy to both target and begin auto-attacking. But, like, right-click does other things. Like, right-click is how you inspect players at close range. And I know that they want to do... Well, at least, I don't know they want to do this, but right on the, like, the main login screen is a, is she, like, fucking on her phone? Oh, no, she's got magnifying glass. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Gala again. Steven, hey! Nice to see you. Let's talk. Let's make today our best day ever. Yeah! They've got a PvP server, quote unquote. So, yeah, that wouldn't really work terribly well there, because then you'd be attacking anyone you're trying to inspect. So, like, that wouldn't really work. But, yeah, like, skills coming from items is also awkward. And another thing I would say is kind of awkward is, and it goes along with this, is not being able to understand fully what classes can do. Like, the tank stand-in is a paladin, but I don't know if that paladin is even going to be proper paladin, because I've not seen a paladin say healing spell. There's a druid, which seems to be the summoner, but also the healer, but also has combat magic. And then there's also the arcanist, which has combat magic. So it's like, well, which is it? Like, there doesn't appear to be, like, a ranged rogue, period. There's, like, I think there is rogue, which is, like, dual blade user. Like, they use dual knives, effectively. So it's like, they could really use, like, a bow user. 'Cause that's pretty standard of old MMOs. Basket pack. Like, honestly, if I was to basically go with a class layout, I would kind of ape Tales of Pirates, where you have 4 starting classes, which are basically tied to races in a lot of ways. Like, I forget the race, but the big dude can be... Well, the big dude... Okay. There's a regular dude and there's a big dude. They both start as swordsmen, though the smaller dude can also start as a ranger. So basically the base classes are a swordsman, an archer, a healer, and I believe there's a combat... no, it's a thief. That's what they are. So there's a knife wielder, there's a mage, there's a archer, and there's a fighter. So it's the 4 base classes, and those base classes rank up. In the case of the big dude, his class becomes Karasi, which is basically super tank. That's all it does. It's the super tank. The regular dude, if he's a swordsman, he can become a swordmaster. Basically DPS instead of tanking. He cannot become a Karasi. The mage branches off into a healer or a combat mage, which is more of actually a support mage, but it has a lot of combat magics. The explorer, which is basically a thief, ranks up into basically a bigger version of itself with flashier things it does. The archer evolves into a gunmaster. So, like, you have those base classes, and then you upgrade from there. I would kind of ape that system, only I wouldn't, like, race or gender lock classes, you know? So, like, if you start swordsman, you could then choose to go blade master or Karasi. I know those classes, so I played them. Then, like, you could, you know, have, say, an archer that's able to become, you know, a gunmaster or something else. You know, basically have each of them branch into 2 things and start as a generic, you know, single thing. Or maybe like a mix of what they'll later become. Because, like, the swordsman is kind of a mix of swordmaster and Karasi. It can take hits, but it also is just simply better at, you know, it also has some damage output. Meanwhile, once you class up, the Karasi takes hits but has no damage output. The swordsmaster cannot take hits but has a lot of damage output. So, like, that sort of thing. And, like, I'm saying all this, I've been enjoying my time with the game. I know when I criticize games a lot, it can probably feel like I'm not enjoying them. No, I am enjoying them. These are just things I see they could be doing better. And given Ironshore is still in early access, feedback on it is probably still welcome. You know. I don't know how they would exactly feel about basically upending their entire class system, but especially going for that older MMO feel, the classes should class up. you know, if you're not gonna have, like, set skills, they should at least class up. Because that's very old MMO. Also, our turnip price is 50, so... yeah, I checked that earlier. Just in case, like, it suddenly rebounded. I had a feeling it wasn't going to, but just in case, I wanted to check anyway. And I checked it literally as my stream was going live, so... if the price was good, I'd be selling. But it ain't good. I'm gonna be losing money this week. I mean, like, I could even give critiques around, like, Balatro. Like, there's things wrong with every game. Even Star Ocean 2. I actually want to do this, because I know, like, there's probably people like, man, you never say anything bad about, like, Star Ocean 2. Oh yeah, there's plenty that I have issues with that game. I don't like, as much as I understand why, I don't like that you can't have Ashton and Opera in the same party. Like, I don't like that. The second half of the game is closer to the second third of the game when you're looking, not second third, but like, the final third of the game if you're looking at just the story. Because it feels very rushed. Which, again, it makes sense. I understand why it does, and anyone who's played the original PSX version would also probably understand it, but it doesn't change the fact that the final act of the story feels really rushed. A lot of killer moves are just bad. I have a whole Word document where, if I pull it up here, let's see. Claude, killer moves. Air Slash. Very slow-moving projectile. Pierces targets, but only hits once. Conclusion. Bad even in the early game. Meteor Palm. HP-focused attack. Close range 8 hits for alright damage. A long-range single hit for okay damage. Conclusion. In the player's hands, not bad, but does require manually moving to the target before using the attack. In the hands of the AI, it's basically just Air Slash half the time. Best ignored unless manually controlling Claude. Helmet Break. Break-focused. Good for getting to the target before late game. Bunny Shoes, Valiant Boots, but being break focused, it deals bad damage, but deals fairly okay break damage. Conclusion, it's still how you get to the semifinals of the ARMS tournament on Remus Reed. Like, just right there. That's Claude's first 3 killer moves. It doesn't sound like I have anything positive to say about any of them. Like, I have critiques about a lot of stuff. Double Slash, slow hit. It's a slow 4-hit attack that deals around the same damage as Claude's basic attack. Conclusion, ignore it, your basic attack is better. Because it is. Like, Sword of Life is probably the first killer move I have anything positive to say about. Of 10 MP HP focus. This one's interesting. It's a 5-hit AoE attack that also heals Claude and any nearby allies. Damage output isn't great, but the utility is amazing. Only real downside is Claude doesn't auto-move to the target when using it, but that's also an upside as it lets you spam from above or below the target, ensuring you don't get in the way of another fighter. Conclusion, great move and contender for one of Claude's best moves. And like, even there's still a downside to it. I'm still gonna point out the downside, but it's a mixed downside. You know. Knuckle Burst. Break-focused fire elemental attack. It's Meteor Palm's long-range attack, but at any range for fire element. Ignore it. Yeah, I want to do this as like a whole video at some point, but I need to go through and get the new ultimate weapons at some point, because I don't have the new ultimate weapons. I have not gone through and refought the 10 wise men to get the new ultimate weapons they added. I don't even know who all gets them, so I'm gonna have to go through and rework that, because I want this as like a full out, like, character breakdown, killer move breakdown, like, of every character in Star Ocean the Second Story are. I want to do that, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to do that when I get around to playing Second Story R properly outside of streaming on the channel. Ooh, new fish. Got a barrel eye. It's like iron fish in a barrel. I would say it's like iron eyes in a barrel, but yeah. But like, I've gone through and basically done that for every character, basically in order. So like, it goes Claude, Rena, Celine, Ashton, Pressus, then Welch, Opera, Ernest, Bowman, I think I then went Diaz Leon instead of Leon Diaz, just to kind of mix it up there. Because basically, Leon is Cloud Root, Diaz is Rena Root. Someone's thinking, it's Caroline. Oh, Rambler! You won't believe what I just realized that I did. I was at the store and I bought something that was on my list. Thing is, when I got home, I realized I had bought the exact same thing yesterday. Wait, would you be willing to buy my extra squared browline glasses? For how much? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, sounds fair. There you go. I mean, I don't think those were actually that expensive, but, yeah. Also, I need to find Serrano and tell him that I delivered the thing. Make sure that won't go to waste. Thank you. You're very welcome. Bam. Okay, I need to find Serrano. He was over here, so let's see if he's still around here somewhere. He might be, like, on the beach. Is he stepping on the beach? Do-do-do-do-do? He is not stepping on the beach. He might have gone home, because it did tick over to a new hour at some point. So. But yeah, then, Noel Chisato. Because, like, I'm trying to do it in rough, like, recruitment order. I feel like I missed a picture in there, too. But... there he is. Hey, man. Oh, well, thanks for delivering the present to Pinky. Think you have anything to say? Yep. You don't say. She's wearing it. Sure was worth all the trouble I went through getting it to her. Pretty damn proud of myself. You should be, man. You should be. But, like, I even go through, like, talking about the ultimate weapons and talking about how Sauron and Gron is just a bad ultimate weapon for Ashton. Like, that document is insanely long. Like, when I had initially already recorded it. The recording of just me going over the whole document is, I think, like, an hour and a half long. Because, like, I'm also going over all the mages, and the mages have a lot more spells than the other characters have killer moves. Sneezed. So, like... There's definitely, like, a lot to go over in terms of everything about the game. Ooh, Monster Hunter Wilds has an update queued? Ooh. I have not played that game as much as I really should have. And I know it's because I have no one to play with. That's the annoying part. I got no one to play it with, so it's like, alright, what am I gonna do? You know. Also, this episode has been going on pretty long, so let's talk with Blathers here. Might there be something which I can assist you? I have a donation, my man. Marvelous. What would you like to donate? I got this boy. Ooh, top of the morning to you. Hooty hoo, this must be a barrel eye. Now, might I interest you in a few fascinating facts about your barrel eye? Yeah, please tell me. Wonderful, I'd love nothing more. Barrel eye is a deep-sea fish with a protuberant eyes and a clear head, so some of its organs are visible. At first blush, a transparent head seems absurd, but there is a reason. so it can see things directly above. I must confess, the more I learn about deep-sea fish, the happier I am to live on dry land. And there you have it. Fascinating stuff, no? Rest assured, all donations are displayed in a timely manner. Might I help you with anything else? Nah, I'm good. Jolly good. Please enjoy the rest of your visit. I will, my man. I will. Almost out of water. My water bottle's empty. It's a good sign that I need to sell these fish and then get this episode ended off. But, like, I just want to make it kind of clear that, like, me criticizing a game is not me calling the game bad. It's just me saying, hey, there are some things you could do better. And I can find those things with every game. I'm honestly kind of in the camp of, if you can't find something wrong with a game, you're biased towards that game. There is no perfect game. Every game has something it can do better. And, like, I can hear some people going, what about the original Super Mario Bros? The entire game is ice physics. That's not good. And then they soup up the ice physics for the actual, like, snowy worlds. Like, everything feels slippery. Even outside of, like, the ice levels. Like, if you can't see that, then, you know, you're biased towards the game. Which is okay. You're allowed to be. I'm just saying, like, it's good to be able to find those things that can be better about games. You can still enjoy them. Like, I still enjoy a lot of games. This one. Like, but there's flaws with every game. It's just how games work. And that's what I love about them. If they were all perfect, then that would be kind of boring. You'd have no reason to buy another game. You'd have the perfect game. You know. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I thank you all very much for watching this undoubtedly pretty long episode. And hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow, where hopefully I might have a decent turnip price. See you all then. And now in this end card, I would like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.